it's KCON.
Early enough that we can be right up front for the TO1 Appearance at the stage. On the convention floor. We knew they were going to be there. That was on the schedule. We found out that many appearances are not on the schedule. So you just have to luck out or have some inside information or be paying attention to what KCON tweets from their Twitter, but sometimes they don't tweet it early enough. And we waited in the line to be let into the convention for an hour or so.
On the floor inside?
On the floor inside.
We sat before they let us in.
They let us in the building so we didn't have to sit in the sun, but then, which was really awesome. I was expecting to sit outside in the sun, but they let us in the building.
Like an hour and a half.
Everybody! They let us in. We ran over to the stage to be right front and center of the barricade. So she had her headband on. We wanted JU to notice it.
It's breaking.
So anyway, we easily got our spot, and there was a few other people that had the same thing in mind. We didn't know what to expect as far as other people trying to get a spot, but in the end, it turns out that our suspicions were correct in that TO1 is just not popular, you know.
Not a lot of people getting there.
Yeah, draw really a very big crowd. And then we stood there for 2 hours. But we were happy to be up front so we could see them really well. And they came out and did a little, just some game things, right? Yeah, I can't even remember now. It felt like so long ago.
The 9 artists who make all of your hearts race, TO1!
Everybody make some noise! Okay, thank you. Hi, I'm TO1 romantic guy, Jisoo. Yeah, hello everyone. I'm Untitled Chapter. What's up, guys? I'm the leader of TO1, Jaeyoon. Hello. Hello. I'm Renta with TO1's Marshmallow Renta.
Okay, calm down. Okay, my name is Jaeyoon. I'm cold looking but warm hearted, so. Thanks for coming, everyone. I'm TO1, super sexy. Thank you. Thanks for coming.
I'm a what?
You're right.
I'm just Donggan. Okay. Yeah. I'm the youngest member in TO1.
Yeah.
Oh, baby. We're here. My name is Jungho. Nice to meet you. Yeah.
It was awesome to see them up close and how happy they were, even though they've gone through all this crap lately. They looked good and happy, and the new boys looked like they're fitting in just fine. It still hurts our heart not to see those 4 boys that we fell in love with in the beginning. It's really group that I fell in love with in the beginning. But anyway, it's a weird situation that we just have to deal with. But anyway, those new boys are really, really cute, and they seem to fit right in, and they watch Jin totally taking care of them, and he is an amazing leader. That is for sure.
I don't know, powerful, sexy? What?
Sexy or powerful?
Okay, let's go.
Jaeyoon would see her headband, and we're pretty sure he saw it, because there's not, I don't know how he couldn't see it, but we were a little more quiet, and other people, you know, would yell his name and he would look and wave, but we didn't do that. She didn't do that at first, because he was, like we said, was very distracted, being a leader and helping those two. He's positioned right between those two Japanese boys, and so they have a struggle understanding either English and Korean. So he was trying to help them understand what was going on and what they were doing a lot of the time. And then they did this game where they had to write up a profile thing and then stand in it, and so we could take pictures. And he was totally making sure that could happen.
Like all by himself.
Yeah, he had to write and stuff.
While all the other members were walking around saying hi to the audience.
Right. They were working the floor, and they were working the crowd. And he couldn't do that, and we were like, come over here. And so after that was over with, and we realized it was about ready to be done, then she started screaming, and I started screaming his name to try to get him to look at us. And he was just too involved. And I don't know what he was doing then. He was kind of talking and saying goodbye, for one thing, right?
Yeah.
So he never actually really looked over, which was kind of disappointing. But we did, there's so much the other boys did so much other interaction with the crowd, and they were so cute. So fun. Then we decided to go see Amber, and we had an hour or so to kill there, and we were just tired. We didn't do anything else we wanted to do. So we just got in the line for Amber, and we were the first ones in that line, too. Which was
Kind of in a hallway.
And then Amber walked by, and she said, "Are you guys in line for me? Oh my gosh." And she's acted all like, "Oh, that's so cool." And
Well, she acted like, why
are you here? This is so funny. A little bit after that, I looked down the hallway and I saw this big group coming in the door, line, right in front of our line. And so I said to Tori, "Oh my gosh, get your phone, get your phone, get your phone." I wasn't even saying what was going on. I was just yelling, "Get your phone, get your phone." And we got them on and up just in time for them to walk by. Most of them were looking our way, and I think I'm pretty sure they noticed our shirts because they smiled at us pretty good and waved, and we said their names, a couple of their names, and she got her headband. You weren't wearing your headband, so
I was just holding it.
Grabbed it and held it, and so Jay, you saw the headband and waved and smiled, and we finally got that little moment that we wanted, and I was able to say Kyunghail's name, and he turned and waved, and Dongdon was really good to wave at us. Then we went into Amber, and she told her whole story about dealing with depression and anxiety and the struggle of being an idol, and how she was so young and she struggles with bulimia, binging and then starving, binging and then starving kind of situation. And she talked about going to therapy, and she talked about dealing with hate on social media and
being broke even though she was super famous.
Yes, and how she was eating rice and sriracha, and that's all she had to eat because she didn't have money.
I was lost. I was hungry. And I was just in a very, very dark place in my life. So how did I get there? So I'll rewind all the way back to 2008, where I was scouted by my former agency. Super sus, by the way, because my parents told me not to talk to strangers. So they're all like, and I'm like, who are you? I went through an audition process, and I got into my agency, and I moved to Korea. I was super psyched. You know, I'm 15, you know, my dream to pursue a music career. Like, what the hell, dude? Like, this is awesome, and I don't have to go to school anymore. my parents aren't there, I can just do whatever I want. I was so ready to grind. Every day I would be going to singing lessons, dancing lessons, rap lessons with like my friends. Oh my god, Korean class. I could eat tteokbokki every day. Oh my god. It was great. And within a year, I got selected to be put in a group. And in Korean it's called 데뷔 which means debut preparation trainee, with 4 other girls. And we trained every day. We did not sleep. We did not eat as a lot. I was really tired, but you know, I gotta grind because I'm gonna be chasing my dreams.
After Amber, there was about 2 hours before Konverters was supposed to start, and we knew that the line was already huge to get in. But we just went and got in it so that we could try and get a good spot. We were about 4 people deep at the barricade, at the regular people barricade, and then in front of that they had the prestige barricade, so there was still quite a bit of space. But at the regular people barricade, we were about 4 people back, and we had all these tall fanboys for Stacy and Lightsum around us. It's interesting how the crowd shifts just enough during the course of standing there for an hour that she managed to get up to 2nd spot at the barricade and could see between people.
Let's go. is all we need. Hold me tight, don't lose your grip. Sometimes you just need a twist. Just lean back, baby, let me lead. A little bit of love is all we need. Thank you guys so much. Thank you all. Everyone, very good. Love you all together. We love you. Love you.
We went home and we were so tired, but it was a great day. We only did those 3 things the whole day. We got there at 8 in the morning and we left at 9:30 and we did 3 things.
Oh, when you put it like that.
It was crazy and the day went by so fast and it was great. I mean, we felt like...
On day 2?
Day 2. How was day 1?
It was crazy.
Saturday, we
didn't really have a plan.
We didn't know what we were going to do, so we ended up hanging out in this crowd that was at this thing called Dream Stage, and what they were doing was having people kind of audition and try out, and Eddie was judging them, and they were chosen to
dance with Kep1ER.
Yeah, to dance with Kep1ER on
the actual KCON concert.
Yes.
Night.
And so we watched some of that.
Which I didn't really believe at first, but it was true.
We kind of got a little spot, and we thought Kep1ER was going to come by, but then they told us that they weren't coming, so they made us disperse. So then we wandered around, and wow, there's some black smoke up here.
Wow. I've been watching the top part, but it looks...
What is on fire? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, we've got a traffic jam now. It looks like a car fire, maybe. We got kicked out of the Kep1ER crowd because they said they weren't coming. So then we wandered around and got some freebies a little bit. Ran into Twitter moot Molly, and then we went back over to the crowd. Tried to find Christine, and she was in that crowd. And then we found her and stayed there until Kep1ER. Oh boy. Stayed there until Kep1ER did come. After all, after they chose all the people on the stage, Kep1ER did come by.
3.
So then we stayed put because then we heard that ATEEZ was going to be coming to that spot. And
just through word of mouth.
Yes. We got a barricade spot and sat down and just chilled with Christine and a new friend that we incorporated into our little huddle.
Yeah, did we even learn her name?
I think we ever learned her name.
She was fun.
So then we waited and waited for ATEEZ, and they finally came, but then when they came, guess what? It was only 2 people.
Young and tall.
I'm like, where's the rest of them?
Where's everyone else?
For guerrilla homework before K-pop today, to check out how hard you have practiced, we came all the way here.
오늘 여러분이 얼마나 연습을 많이 하셨는지 저희가 숙제를 검사하러 왔습니다. This is how we fight. Never gonna lie. 모두 다 눈뜰 때까지. I need 정보. Yeah, so hard.
Yeah, we need a high notes, bro. It's too hard.
So next part, 길을 기울여봐. 길을 기울여봐.
Let's go. 신명내 거리로. Let's go. 뒤틀린 지실로. Let's go. 모두 다 이어 귀를 기울여봐. 따다다다 make it. Way. Let's make go. Way. Okay, guys, thank you all for coming out today. My name is Evan Gong. Please be safe when you exit the stage. Thank you.
We wanted to get a Korean hot dog.
Yeah, the Korean hot dog thing. I've never had one. And we got the order pretty fast. And then we waited and waited and waited. They gave us our drink, which we were trying to save for the hot dog. Then we realized all the people around us, I'm like, they were all waiting for hot dogs. And they weren't bringing out any hot dogs. Then they didn't come. How long do you think we stood there? I don't even know. I lost track of time.
At least 30 minutes.
Felt like longer. The sun, it was hot, there's all the people. Anyway, they finally brought us our hot dog. It was really good.
Yeah.
It was like a mixture of sweet and savory, that hot dog thing.
That's what it is.
It's the idea, right?
That's why the boys on the British high schoolers on Korean Englishmen, they're always like, it's like a hot dog wrapped in a donut.
Yeah.
We went back in the convention to go to CRAVITY.
Oh, right.
The CRAVITY, there was a panel on the panel schedule that was called Challenge with CRAVITY, and we were like, is that actual CRAVITY or something about CRAVITY?
Right. We got at the end of the line.
The same spot that we lined up for Amber, but on the opposite end.
I didn't think we would get in, but guess what? We got in.
Second row.
Second row on the far right of the room, right at the doorway where CRAVITY walked in. So we got a really good shot of them walking in.
Alright, let us start off by doing a group intro. So if you could take it away, Sadim. Yes. 2, 3, get closer! Hello, we are CRAVITY! Yeah, so today we will be shooting these challenges with you guys. Yeah, sounds exciting, right?
And what they did in that panel was they got 3 different people out of the audience to dance with them. So they divided up into 3 groups, and each group did a different song. And so each 3 different people from the audience learned these songs with them, and then they filmed TikToks of those dances, and it was so cute and so much fun. They had a little kid do one song, and then they had a dude that looked like he was a Future Idol do another song. And then they had a girl that had Sayrim's name on the back of her coat, and she got picked to be in his group, and so he taught her the dance. And oh my gosh,
a complete total Songdok moment.
Explain that in case people don't know.
A successful fan.
A successful fan
you
moment.
Have like your personal moment with your favorite.
Totally interacting with her bias, and he was so cute with her, and just I filmed a bit because I couldn't handle adorableness. Yeah. But they were so fun and so cute, and afterwards I'm like, okay, I'm on board with CRAVITY. I've been neglectful of them and learning them, but I think I've learned them now. If their hair color change might mess me up a little bit, but we're getting there. I can feel it. It's happening.
Jen, give it up for Jen, everybody. Oh. 1, 2, 3, let's take on! Guys, everyone, see you again. Thank you. I remember you, Jen. Take it easy, take it easy. Thank you so much for participating. Bye.
My woman! I love
So that was awesome. And then after that, it was time to go back outside, and the convention was done, and so we went and got our boba drinks and just sat and waited for it to be time to go into the concert.
And I fell asleep on the sidewalk.
She had a power nap on the sidewalk. And then we got in kind of the lines were forming, but we didn't want to get in line again. We've had enough of lines. We kind of should have got in line, but we ended up getting in the way back of the line.
Longer than I thought.
Yeah, I'm not sure we're ever going to get in. Here is a spot that we sat for 7 hours waiting to get in to that theater for Monsta X in 2017. Right here on this sidewalk. Oh, we found the end of the line. But I don't know if we're gonna ever get in. We got in and our seats are pretty good. We were at the back of the PR section, right up against the wall, so we could lean against the wall.
I didn't have to worry about people behind us.
And we could stand up and sit down whenever we wanted, because nobody was behind us to worry about. To the first concert, Stray Kids and ATEEZ dominated, of course, for me anyway. ATEEZ opened it, Stray Kids ended it. Big Sean was cute, adorable, little MC for a minute.
The world's best K-pop festival, KCON, is back here in LA after 3 years. And it's also the day we celebrate the 10th anniversary of KCON LA.
4 people who are
like producers, music producers, that
sound engineer,
writers,
songwriters.
They're given a task to create songs, and then they make demos to present to the companies and the groups.
And they said all kinds of really interesting things about working with artists and coming up with music that people like, and I don't know, it just ended up being really, really interesting, do you think?
Yeah.
And right when we got done with that, then it was time for the your Korean dad dude, and so we got his light and went to his panel, and I thought he would be really funny, because I think his TikToks are pretty funny, but it ended up being more of a kind of a serious discussion about parenting and loving people of all kinds and inclusion, and anyway.
I mean, it's what the people in the audience made it, because all he did was Q&A basically. So, and people were just asking questions.
And then he wanted to do a TikTok. We almost ran out of time, so he just did a really fast TikTok for us at the end. And he sat right in front of us and did his spiel, kind of his little. He showed how his daughter's behind the camera. So it's basically talking to his daughter. And so that makes it feel more real, because he's talking to people as if they're his kid. But it's easy for him because
He's talking to his daughter.
talking to his daughter. He's
in like
behind
almost all of his videos.
Yeah, he's behind the camera.
Come on stage. And I'm gonna say, it's me, and then everyone wave and cheer, and then you can pan the audience, okay? Wait, I think they're here to see me! Okay, was that fun? Yeah. Nice to meet all of you. Thank you so much for your support and letting me support you.
Can you hear TO1 rehearsing? Probably not.
But it doesn't matter, because we can. Then we try to meet up with people and go to lunch. And we did find Emily and her daughter, and then after that we just got in line for the concert, and we got in sooner this time and did our resting inside on our seats instead of outside on the sidewalk. TO1 was at the concert this time, so we were being really loud for them, and I was a little bit sad that it seemed like the crowd could care less about them. Very ambivalent about them. I felt like when they performed, they cheered for them, okay, and they did do a cover of Psy's That, and the crowd really got into that. But other than that, I think it seemed like nobody cared about them. It made me so sad. I don't know how you felt.
It was just kind of sad that everyone sat down. Like, most of the people around us sat down.
They were taking their break during TO1.
Yeah.
They're standing together.
So
Make a wish. 3, 2, 1.
We went out to eat, took our time to let everyone else empty out, and it worked. The only car left.
108 degrees out there right now. Okay, so after that we did meet up with Christine and